So today we actually have 3 knives to check out for the first time, but we're gonna check this one out first because this is the one that flew under my radar and it's pretty awesome. So before we get into it, just so you guys know, all this stuff comes from Monthly Knife Club. This is a subscription-based monthly knife club where you can get knives at a more affordable price than you would have if you would have just bought it from the dealer or whatever. There's different tiers, so you know, depending on how much money you want to spend will depend on the quality and the materials in the knife you get. But you will get random knives monthly if you join. Everything will be linked down in the description for you. Let's check out this one first. Check out the specs and all that stuff here in 1 second, but I want to show you guys this knife because it's pretty damn cool. It's definitely unique. It's different. So this is the Real Steel Bullet. So this is the Real Steel Bullet. Now, I haven't seen this thing. I don't know. I can't believe I didn't know where this thing, you know, this thing even existed. So it has a very unique look. These are titanium scales, G10 overlay, titanium mill pocket clip and backspacer, nice hidden lanyard pin back there. Now this is pretty much a front flipper only, unless if you're a lefty. If you're a lefty, it actually reverse flicks very easily. And that kind of drives me nuts as a righty, but it's very satisfying to reverse flick left-handed. It has a nice sound to it, nice ching sound. I'm not sure if it'll come over the mic, but right-handed, I can't, wait, oh, I did get it. It's not easy. Okay, so I can get it right-handed, but it's not easy. You got to tuck your finger into that little schmitty right there. So I would say it's mostly a front flipper, and no, there's no jimping on the front flipper. This is one exception where I say that's fine. And I say that because the way they did it, they softened it right here, and it makes it to where it works really well for the reach over, and it works really well for the side finger and for the thumb. And I know you see it ramp up right here. Normally, I would typically look at this and say, there's no way that's gonna work good. This thing works super good, like super duper good. It winds up landing like almost like it was like built to do this side finger. Obviously, it works with every way, but considering it has no jimping, I don't think it would change anything. I honestly don't. And another reason why is because of this tacky finish. And not that it's like sandpaper or anything, but you know, it has this coating on there that adds a little bit of tackiness. So that pretty much like acts as jimping. It is S35VN. It is a drop point, or sorry, I'm gonna say a clip point tanto. So it has a clipped tanto, clip point tanto. You can see the secondary tip right there. Decent geometry, nice sharpening tool and plunge grind, good access to the lock bar. Nice comfortable disengagement of the lock bar, and I like how they put the texturing right there. You know, just adds a little flair to it. And also look at the lock bar cut out. This thing's pretty fascinating. It's definitely unique and different, and I appreciate that. And like I said, you know, the action's really good. Not the most drop shutty, but it's still breaking in. It's brand spanking new. But if you're a lefty, man, you can't reverse the clip, but I think you might like this a little bit more than you would think as far as, you know, reverse flicking left-handed. But, you know, the clip does not flip over, so that is a thing. Anyways, I think this thing's pretty damn cool. Now, let's check out the specs really quick. So we have the Real Steel Bullet, and you can see the total values between 175 and 190. Let's just say it's the 175. You're only gonna pay 120 bucks plus shipping. So you basically would have gotten a $170 knife for 120 bucks if you were in the monthly subscriptions. So pretty damn awesome. Now, let's check out the next one. So the next one is a more budget-friendly option. So the next one is actually really cool. So this would be the second tier, and this is the NES Rev 3 from Revo Knives, the NES Rev 3. But what's really crazy about this thing is this blade. This thing has insane geometry. It's hard to tell because the taper down to the tip is not the same as the taper from here to here. I had to double check it to see if it was a hollow grind because it is insanely thin, you know, and it's so broad that, you know, because it doesn't start with a thick blade stock, it really allows them to taper down. This thing is gonna slice like a beast. Then mixed with these ergonomics, and you can kind of see it has a spot right there for your thumb to lay, spot for your pointer finger, and then this is nice and thick. And I talk about this often, that, you know, when you go from slimmer to thicker, it makes for very, very comfortable ergonomics, and it, you know, just allows you to really squeeze it, you know, onto that handle. So yeah, this thing is going to be an incredible user. It does that flipping action. Oh yeah, 14C 28M blade steel. Should have said that right off the bat. Steel liner lock. I think these are G10. Yeah, it's got to be blue G10. It's got like this micarta look to it, almost like it's war. I'm not 100%. I think it is, yeah, blue micarta. Okay, so it is micarta. It's a really hard micarta though, really dense. So this doesn't feel like it's going to age and patina fast, you know. I'm sure it will. It'll just take some time. Anyway, so we have flipping action. Great detent. It seems like it prefers, you can do light switch or the push button. So both are really good. I tend to reverse flick it. You have so much blade popping out that it's nice and easy to reverse flick. And the access to the liner, good access. You know, it's a small gap right there, but it works, you know, and it's, you know, you got plenty of grip right there. So nice disengagement. And then the clip is a deep carry clip that's inset with flat screws and reversible. T6 hardware, couple standoffs. You do have the lanyard thing right there. But all in all, you know, it's a cool little budget knife that is super duper slicey, man. This thing is gonna pass through materials very, very well. And with this NEEVESKNIVECO style blade shape, you know, it's gonna be decent for utility cuts. You know, it's gonna be a great versatile knife. Now, just a couple nitpicks if I was going to nitpick anything. Sharpening choil and plunge grind could be better. I wish there was a better choil there. Now, it looks like you could always, yeah, you could just add your own if you wanted to in the future. But, you know, that's just a nitpick. And then T6s, I wish they were T8s. Other than that, you know, everything else is pretty damn good on it. And, you know, like I said, the detent's really good. Access to the lock bar, you know, yeah, this is going to be a cool little user. So this one goes for 55 bones. So you're going to pay 55 bucks, but the total value of the knife is between 66 and 95. Let's just say it's 66 bucks, you know, if you bought it from a dealer, you know, you're saving like 10 bucks, you know. And then you can see all the blade length and the weight and all that stuff right there, if you guys want to check that out. But pretty damn awesome. Let's get to the last one. If you were part of the standard club, you would have gotten a QSP Canary folder. I have a bunch of different Canaries. I got the Canary folders. I got the Canary neck knives. You can see all the details right there really quick. You would have gotten this for 35 bucks. 35 bucks. Not too shabby. You know, 14C 28M blade steel. It is a great size too for EDC and a great shape. This is just kind of like, and I hate to compare them because I don't want to compare to competing companies, but kind of like when the Civivi Elementum came out, you know, it was a simple design that had a blade shape that was super versatile and extremely useful. So the most amount of people are going to find the most amount of use with it. Same thing with this, very neutral ergonomics. It doesn't matter if you're cutting straps, if you're cutting downward, cutting down on the surface, if you're going to do utility cuts. This blade shape acts similar to a spear point, but it is a drop point. Beautiful swedge. Nice geometry. Like I said, 14C 28N. I love that steel. Good access to the lock bar. Good texturing. Nice and smooth. Phenomenal detent. Nice clicky detent with the thumb stud action. Deep carry clip. Inset with flat screws and reversible. So because it's a liner lock, this is going to be a good one for lefties. You can easily, I'm not lefty, but you can easily deploy it left-handed. And then it has this weight relieving that's through and through, but there's steel liners blocking the lock bar side. As you can see, you can see through it though. And it does go through on this side, but you just have the liners, you know, this liner lock in the way. Very, very cool. My only negative with this thing, you know, well, two little negatives. One, T6 hardware, you know, but that's very, very much nitpicking. And then the sharpening choil and plunge grind could be a little bit better. Now, I know I didn't do any negatives on the Onyx. I should have on the Real Steel Bullet. The only negative I would really say, because it does have T8s, I would say in the sharpening choil is good, build quality is phenomenal, D10 solid, access to the lock bar is really good. The only thing is just that reverse flick. I wish I could reverse flick it with my right hand as easy as my lefty. That's what I wish. Anyways, but all in all, super solid knives. These are definitely worth it. This is a box that I can definitely say, if you got this box, you should be pretty happy because you got a pretty good deal. So if you happen to get this month's monthly Knife Club box, man, you should be pretty happy, man. This was a solid box. So anyways, there you guys go. Work hard, stay tough. Until next time, peace.